Well, hello there. That was just my normal pose that I make every time thinking about movies. And so I just wanted to give you guys a little taste of the body position I put myself when I think about movies. So that was just for you guys. My name is Carter Bennett, better known as Film Junkie Reviews on my small Instagram account. And I thought, you know what? I love talking about movies. I love writing about movies, but I think I love talking about movies even more. So I'm going to make this YouTube account, and I'm going to do this. And I'm going to share my passion, and whether I have 1 subscriber or 1 million, I want to share my passion because that's what I love. I love film. So that's what I'm doing. We're going to call it Comfy Couch Reviews. No, I couldn't do that. We're not going to do that. Don't worry about that. But, yeah, like you were worried about that. But today, you guys don't know me, right? This is probably the first video you've seen of me. Today I want to talk to you about why I'm here, what drives me with films. I don't want to just open with some random review like Widows, which I want to talk about Widows. We will do that. But what I do want to do is just tell you guys why I love film. Oh, my fly is down. Let's zip that up. Don't want any accidents to happen. Man, Carter, come on, man. But I want to tell you guys why I love film. What got me started what got me started down the rabbit hole of film, and what turned me into this crazy film addict that I am today. Because I'm crazy, guys. Nuts. Let's wind it back to December 2012. It's almost been 6 years, right? I am a Marvel-loving, blockbuster-dependent 15-year-old in high school, right? Sophomore in high school. All I can think about is what's Marvel's going to put out, what Marvel's going to put out, what girl I'm going to try to awkwardly talk to, and what the new Star Wars movie is going to look like, because they just got bought. So this is me, right? I'm a novice film lover. I love film, right, at this point, but really just the blockbusters and the occasional independent blockbuster like Hellboy or something crazy like that, which I thought was crazy. You know, I thought, oh, I like Guillermo del Toro movies. That means I'm cool. I had a lot to learn. Guillermo's awesome, but there's a lot more filmmakers in the world, is what I would say. December 2012. I am semi-excited to see this movie called Django Unchained. My dad was like, hey, Carter, we're going to go see this. It's like, all right, I'll go see it. I saw the trailer. I thought it was interesting. And again, I'm not really into... it's going to sound strange, movies with violence at this point. I just want to see PG-13 action, right? The first reel of Django starts. And mind you, I'm a huge Western fan. I love Westerns. Django opens, and I'm locked in. I'm like, oh my gosh, where's this movie been all my life? The whole 2-hour and 52-minute runtime, I am locked in. I'm loving it. I'm loving the dialogue. I'm loving this adventure that Django and his buddy King Schultz go on as they hunt down people, as they kill people, flesh for cash kind of deal. In the Old West, a few years before the Civil War, or during it, whenever that takes place. So, and then we get to the Candyland scene, the Candyland shootout. I don't want to give any spoilers, but let's just say a very big actor is killed, and a shootout occurs that is probably the most violent shootout I've ever seen. I've seen some pretty violent ones, but this one's violent. And it was the most perfect coagulation of hip-hop and all this hatred of slavery and this visceral kind of action paired with this unbelievable humor. I had never seen anything like this. And I'm watching this, I'm in awe. My jaw's on the floor. Because, first of all, I'd never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie. And so I'm watching this, I'm like, this is unbelievable. Where has this been all my life? Movie ends, I'm enthralled, right? I've just seen my favorite movie of the decade and one of my favorite movies of all time. I get home and the first thing I do is, who's Quentin Tarantino? What else has he directed? I see Pulp Fiction. I'm like, Pulp Fiction, interesting. I've heard about this movie, but it looks kind of raunchy. And, you know, at that point, I'm kind of a self-righteous 15-year-old. Looks kind of raunchy. Maybe I'll give it a try, right? I start watching it, and I'm bored out of my mind because I'm on my phone. I'm not paying attention. Things fly past me. I was like, man, I really love Django, but what was up with this movie? Why does this movie have such a big appeal? And then the last 5 minutes of Pulp Fiction happened, and I was like, okay, that ended well. I see what this director was going for. Little did I know that I would keep going back to that film, probably every other week. I'd watch it again, and again. And it would move up my favorite list from 10 to 9, 8, till it was at number 2. And the only movie above it was Gladiator. Then I watched it again, I'm like, who am I kidding? This is my favorite movie of all time. I could watch this movie every single day. And it's kind of an acquired taste. It takes a little bit to get used to, because there's not an insane shootout, really. There's a few bursts of violence, but it's really this kooky LA crime noir odyssey that takes you through the seedier parts of LA. And so that becomes my favorite movie, right? And from there, I enter the rabbit hole. I become an addict. I start looking at who influenced Quentin Tarantino. You look at guys like Federico Fellini, the guys of the new French New Wave, Jean-Luc Godard. I'm like, okay, well, what's this movie? Breathless? La Boute Souffle? Alright, I'll check it out, right? Enthralled. Becomes one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm like, man, I gotta check out the French New Wave. Okay, what influenced this? Oh, Asian cinema and crime movies of the 40s. Okay, let's watch that. Let's watch some Akira Kurosawa or Ozu, and then let's watch White Heat. Let's watch The Big Sleep. Let's watch the Maltese Falcon. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many great films. There's been 100 years of great films. And so, that 2012 was when the addiction started. Still in the throes of the addiction. And I think I like this addiction. I don't think I'm ever going to give it up. And so, from there, it became an obsession. I have to understand these directors. Why do people celebrate these directors? You know, you got the Kubricks, you got the Scorseses, you got the Paul Thomas Andersons. So I had to understand why are these guys such a big deal? And I think I saw a lot of their movies when I was too young. I saw them around 15 or 16 when I really didn't understand anything and hadn't had any life experiences. You know, watched 2001: A Space Odyssey, or I would watch Taxi Driver, and I'd be like, where's the action? You know, still in this blockbuster mindset. And so it wasn't until, I would say, my freshman year of college that I started to understand. I had more life experience. I started to understand what was going on. And I started becoming obsessed with crime films and westerns, because I think both are of a piece. Both target the morality of mankind and how we will all have bad and good in us. You know, there's no truly righteous person if we're looking at it from a biblical worldview. And that means that there's going to be a battle between the good and the evil. And so I think crime highlights that beautifully. So I'm like, oh, let's watch The Godfather. Too young to watch The Godfather. I was bored out of my mind. Now, every time it's on TV, I'll stop everything and watch it. But it's just funny the evolution I've gone through. from superhero movies, which are not lesser at all. It's just a different taste, right? And my taste had gone towards the crime genre. And so that's where I am today. A film addict, crazy film addict, who loves movies, who just has a passion for talking about them. This is my Blu-ray collection, and I'm excited to share with you guys more of my journey as we talk about the new releases coming out, and also some of my favorites, and just talk about why I have such a passion for film. You know, I believe it is the greatest art form because it's an amalgamation of writing, cinematography, of business, of acting. There's so many art forms involved, and so I love the diversity that film can bring. And I would say that TV shows or anything of that medium don't even compare to film. Film is like a full meal. When you watch a TV show, you have to watch 10 episodes, and they might be an hour long. It's like, get out of here. I don't have time for that. Not only do I not have time for that, it's usually lazier because you have more time to develop characters. With a film, you have to be economical. You have to know when to do things and why you're doing them. So I love that about film. And so, yeah, guys, I'm excited for what the future holds. Not because I want a certain number of subscribers. I just want to talk about what I'm passionate about. And I know this is a low quality video, but